If clean living needed a poster child, it could easily be Jonathan Koch.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I've never done drugs, I've never had a beer, I don't drink coffee. Not because I'm against those things, they're just not for me.
5-5.
And the only thing tighter than his topspin grip
Nice backhand.
is the bond he shares with his teenage daughter, Ariana, his date for 14 straight father-daughter dances.
You get into high school and those dances become very real because you only have a couple of them left.
The rest of his life is consumed by work, a modern-day Hollywood mogul.
Hey, how are you?
What do you love about your job?
My job is an opportunity every second of the day. Does anybody know what's going on in Italy right now?
Co-founder of Asylum Entertainment, a production company he and his partner recently sold for over $100 million. They've done dozens of hit TV shows you've undoubtedly seen, from sports to reality TV.
I'm fat and the damn buttons gave over.
And even scripted dramas like The Kennedys, starring Katie Holmes.
You know you're going to win.
No, I really don't.
And we're not just name-dropping. All his high-flying Hollywood friends adore him, like the creator of the show 24, Joel Surnow.
We all feel the same way about Jonathan. This guy's a treasure. This guy is a unique person.
And the multi-platinum singer-songwriter, Jewel.
He's a special person. You're lucky if he's your friend. There's a hell of a journey and a story that he just went through that isn't unlike anything I can ever imagine.
Not to worry, 'cause worry is wasteful and you.
With all he had going for him,
My hand is small, I know.
it's hard to imagine that Jewel's song Hands, a haunting ballad about overcoming adversity, could be considered his life's anthem.
I am never broken.
Just 2 years ago, the master Hollywood storyteller had no idea he was about to play the unwitting lead in his own reality survivor show.
If someone pitched you the story of your life, would you buy it?
No, because I don't know the end.
He may not know the end, but the beginning is vivid. January 26th, 2015.
What were your first signs that something was amiss?
I was getting ready to go on a business trip to Washington, D.C.
He's headed to a reality TV convention when reality throws him a curve. This 6'1", 225-pound tower of health is suddenly, inexplicably ill.
No, Jonathan is not a guy who typically gets sick.
His longtime girlfriend, Jennifer.
He is always healthy, he's always working out.
But waking up that morning, out of the blue, he's so weak and feeling so awful, he tells Jennifer to take him to the hospital.
I felt like I had been hit by a truck. I lay down completely flat on the floor and I said, I cannot do it. I literally can't move.
That's not something he would normally say, so immediately it set off alarms for me.
At first, the real-life Iron Man tries writing it off.
And so when you're heading to the ER, how concerned are you?
I just thought I need to go to the hospital and they need to check my oil and get me out of there. I just didn't really think too much of it.
The couple wondered maybe it's something he ate. Doctors thought it could be the flu.
So at that point, I kind of relaxed a little bit and thought, okay, I've never really had it like this, but okay.
You decided, well, it's a good idea to get on a cross-country flight.
Well, I did ask, and they said, you seem okay to us, I don't think anything's wrong.
He rests in first class on the 5-hour flight and hopes a good night's sleep at the Washington, D.C. hotel will do the trick. The next morning, he powers on to the Real Screen Summit where some of the biggest TV deals are made. His team has been prepping all year, but he barely lasts one meeting.
I was walking through the convention floor and I was about to fall down and I started seeing, 3 and 4 of everybody in the room. And I thought, this is not going well.
He stumbles out of the convention hall and into a cab to George Washington University Hospital.
There's no doubt that he looked like a sickly patient. He looked very ill.
Dr. Lynn Abel says Jonathan walked into the ER feverish, his heart racing, his blood pressure low.
It was the end of January. The flu, viral illnesses were the common things that we're seeing in the emergency room.
ER doctors begin standard care, blood tests, urine cultures. They give him IV fluids and antibiotics. even hooked up to all those lines, Jonathan keeps his sense of humor, sending this selfie to colleagues with the caption, "Conference not going great."
When did you first get word that things were going south?
We're texting, and he's sending me photos or whatever of himself, and he's starting to look a little bloated in the face. He was saying, "I'll be fine. I just have pneumonia. I'll be fine. It's fine."
But suddenly, doctors aren't so sure.
He did not progress in the way everyone thought. What they were doing was not working.
His white blood cell count starts to plummet, a sign the body's immune system is malfunctioning, and his feet freezing cold to the touch.
It wasn't obvious what was causing his cold feet.
Dr. Michael Seneff says Jonathan's circulation was abnormal, as was something else. Though they were pumping liter after liter of IV fluids into his body, Jonathan is pleading for something to drink.
We're giving him a lot of fluids. It's not having as much effect as we want because he has leaky capillaries. It's going out into his tissues.
Doctors are dumbfounded. Nothing is working. As day turns into night, Jonathan's condition is so grave, they move him to intensive care.
The concern level was very high at that point.
Whatever he's got is aggressive, and it's progressing at an alarming rate. He was scared out of his mind. So why is this happening? It's exactly what he's saying to me, and I can't completely explain it to him. He was like, "Can I die tonight?" And I had to be honest.
He said to me, "You're probably gonna die tonight, and you should text your loved ones."
How do you say goodbye through a text? For at least one person he loved, that seemed unimaginable.
You decided not to text your daughter because you just didn't want to have that be her last message from you.
Nothing good could come from it. But that moment when I decided not to was really the moment that I decided that I just can't die. I can't do it. She shouldn't grow up without her daddy.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.